Hey everyone, this is Keshia Martin, and I am here as your spiritual coach slash energy healer. And I'm not sure if I'm going to keep saying that, but that's what I do. And as I embrace my calling more and start doing more of what I really want to do, not that I haven't been doing it, but it's more like I know there's levels to things, and to reach the audience of folks that I'm trying to reach, I have to start at a point where they just understand, okay? Although I have to still kind of be there for who where people are in my level. So, I don't know if I want to say it that way because it's not like a high or a low, but it's more of a, you know what I'm trying to say. Now, anyway, I've been dealing with dreams. That's my big thing right now. And in these dreams, and it started with an experience. And I know when I'm healing people, there's times that I get healed also. That's with anyone. If you're helping people, a lot of times you inadvertently get help yourself, okay? I've always had a pattern of seeing different colors. Right now, the vibrational colors, and it started when I assisted someone, was uh, blue and this beautiful pink color, and I'm learning more and more that this is like a vibrational level of love. And the more I see that, the more I'm releasing energies. I'm releasing things that I didn't think needed to release. And sometimes I pick up things from other people, other situations, things going on in the world. Right now, I'm like on a little detox from social media and all platforms. There's a lot of things buzzing, and it's for my own benefit for me to detox from that. In the process of that, I've been accessing my dreams a lot more and growing into who I need to be. Like, it's almost like an onion where you're releasing layers, and I'm becoming more cognitive of the different platforms or dimensionalities that exist. And as you go through your dreams, it's learning how to access the symbols and understand what's going on, okay? Um, there's times that you'll have dreams where there are just straight symbolisms. And I had like a blog post where we talked about that, in regards to where there's symbolisms and there may be messages in there. Now, the key with dreams is understanding how you feel. Okay, that's the most important aspect of dreams. How do you feel when you're experiencing things? All right. For example, I remember a time I saw a tiger and he was huge. He like came right up to me. Like he was like this. All right. and I like jumped, like he like jumped right on my bed and came up to me, and he was like enormous, and I wasn't scared. And then he like bowed down to me, and the key was it was a very warm, welcoming invite with this animal. Okay. And then looking into shamanic terminologies and understanding how animals work, I was able to relate to the symbolisms, and it actually directly related to me in what I was dealing with in my waking life. And so it gave me an immense clarity of what I needed to do and how I needed to take action, or how I needed to respond to certain situations that were evolving around me. So this is the same with you. If you're dealing with certain dreams, you may be experiencing certain level things that are going on around you. Other things could be, you might feel as though, it depends on who's actually watching this, you know what I mean? You may feel as though it is so real that you went somewhere else. That like you have like a whole other life somewhere else, and it may feel completely weird, and that it can't be real, so that's what I thought. But what's ironic is if you start to see certain folks that are in there, and you're coming and you're raising your vibrations, you're listening to your calling. It's not the woo woo stuff, but you're breaking past some of the knowledge and understanding way past and believing and trusting in the patterns and the synchronicities that you are seeing, what happens is you can be able to connect with some of these folks and realize that, hey, we did connect on this other level, and that's what I experienced. And it was totally cool. Like, I'm like, what? Seriously? Were you here? And they were like, yeah, that's crazy. And it's just like so weird how things like that work and that it's actually true. Um, I remember an experience years ago, and that was a close friend of mine. He actually had helped me start with my meditation. He was very, very one of the most intelligent people that I know. Has helped me start like with this meditation and understood who I was as a person before I did. And I remember one night where I dreamt something. I dreamt a person had like walked into my room, and I thought it was like a ghost. So I was like completely like freaked out. So I was like, oh my God, I seen this person walk in, and I remember seeing him standing right by the side of my bed, and like totally freaked out. So like, the next morning I was like still like, what the heck was that? And so I call him of all people, and long story short, it's like, oh, he was like, oh yeah, I was there, and I'm like, what? Over my head. But that's another discussion. So like, there's this thing called astral projection, if people have ever heard of something like that. So essentially, that's what he did, and he was like, you looked right at me. You threw the covers over your head, which is what I did, and he described my home and everything. So it was like completely like profound how that all works. So yeah, the experiences that I've had have been like kind of crazy, but they've been real. You know what I mean? And it's been a journey to understand how all of this works and what's been kept and how we are here on a whole different playing field more than what we realize. And once you break past the myths and the blocks that people are telling you, the more you'll start to reveal who you truly are to yourself. And you'll understand how God, the universe, the energies work. And when you have that level of alignment, you have a level of peace, like nothing will sway you. At least so I thought till recently. Then I was going through a whole bunch of crazy stuff. But I know I'm going through tests. So I'm working on my old self and letting go of some of my old thought patterns of how I dealt with things and moving forward into just the love and feeling that light and being one with just that, because it is a process. But you have to put in the work and you have to make the decision to do that. If you don't want it to be difficult, I don't know if I can take away difficult, but I can guide you. You know what I mean? I've been doing individuals, which I'm thinking of repositioning how I'm doing that, and maybe doing more group instead, because it is energetically draining to connect with folks that way. And it requires me to have a lot more downtime than needed, especially depending on the person and how much healing that they need. All right. So the prices that are here now is something you might want to jump on, because guess what? I have to make a huge adjustment, and it's because it's needed. It's not because and the value of what is being received, like people are having huge changes in their life. They're having impacts, especially when they're following through with what's intuitively given to them to do, and they're aligning and they're confirming, they're making confirmations about what they're receiving and what I'm telling them. Okay, so they can, I don't know them, but they can say, yeah, you know what, this is true, or yes, this is how my house looks, or yes, da 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 da. So whatever the case may be, it's like, and then we can connect energetically. And I've done this in groups, I've done this in lives, and I'm going to start doing more meditations here, so that way you can get a feel of that before the group and the other stuff launches. Also, I have a membership site, which will definitely break down the things that we talk about here more in detail. a lot more, and it'll give you it'll have a lot more information on there and clarity on how to get you to where you need to be and instant access. And it'll all be available through my new app that I have. Someone after, well, actually multiple people have asked me to do an app, and I was like, and they're like, well, Keshia, you've designed websites, you've done this, you've done that, you know this. I know some coding, I don't like it. I'm not even gonna act like I do. I'm a more creative, like I see things and I like to do things that way. But I did what I had to do to learn what websites and stuff back in the day. You know what I mean? But long story short, I created what would they call this? A pilot one, all right? And then now I have ideas, so it's gonna get developed right the right way now, you know. So sign up if you love a free app because it has some really nice goodies on there. It really puts everything together in one spot for you. You'll get. I'm working on the daily affirmations or daily thoughts of the day to kind of help you through things, and then I'm also collaborating on getting some meditations in there for you. But in the meantime, there's some great things on there, and I'm excited about it, and it's free. So if you would like to be on the list to get that when it launches out, please subscribe to not just this channel, but go to my website also. There's a link in this YouTube. Subscribe to that, and I'll be able to send out the links to that. All right, so that way you'll start getting access to some really great information. It'll put things in a unified format versus you searching all over the internet and wasting your time and hoping that you're getting it from the right source. Okay. So my name is Keshia Martin. I'm a spiritual teacher / energy healer. I tapped into my natural abilities. It's not what I signed up for, but it is my calling. And yeah, I've had my apprehensions on coming forward on helping everyone, but it is what it is right now, and I'm here to help you. So please subscribe. I need your help. I got to get to like 1,000 people. I'm supposed to be being a lot faster than I am because I keep seeing birds walking. That's a new symbolism for me. I could probably take 2 seconds to give that story. All right, so years ago, I had like a situation where I was sitting outside and a bird was walking towards me. He walked far, like really far. And I think I did a video on this before, but I'll share it again. And when he walked, I was like, he walked to about maybe 5 feet, just a couple feet from me. He stopped and he looked right at me. And yeah, I do have some stories with animals, so we won't go through all of them, but I'll share this bird story with you. Right. So, right, he looked at me, and then I was like, okay, this is weird. And then he turns around, and he walks all the way back to like where he started. And I sat and I watched him, and I was like, why would he walk when he could fly? That doesn't make any sense. And then I heard something say to me, that's what we say about you. Yeah. And now lately, all I see are birds walking. So apparently, I'm supposed to take this to another level. And I'm not moving at the speed I should be moving. Yeah. All right. So on that note, I need your help. Okay. And when I say walking, I mean like I'm driving down the street and this fool will decide, the bird I'm talking, will decide to just chill out in front of the car like, what? What's up? What you think? You're going? And I'm like, beep, beep, move, because I don't want to kill him, you know? And then he's like, you walk across the street, you know? So it's like real straight up, like, and it happens like almost every day right now. So I'm pushing a step forward. And I've allowed certain things, which I'm going to keep it real with you because the journey is not easy, you know, but it is a part of the process. And there are times you will be tested because I can't just say what I have to tell you and live in one direction and and speak another direction. Like I am being put into this to completely align myself with my words and my actions so that way everything 1 + 1 is equaling 2. I can't require that from a man and want this person in my life if I'm not being this way with you guys. All right. So subscribe to my channel so that we can get this thing moving. And I will see you in the next time, because I have a lot of things to unlock. I haven't been releasing everything I should be in regards to giving out information. And it's time. All right. So subscribe. Got some really hot stuff for you, ladies. I got some good things, some goodies. I think it'll help you out. And men, gents, you know, I've been talking to some fellas that were like, you know what, maybe. So we'll see. We got some things going in the works, and I'm excited. And follow your dreams, all right? Because it's giving me a lot of clarity. It's giving me a lot of insight. It's giving the folks that I'm helping, like they're texting me and calling me like, hey, Keish, what does this mean? You know, now that I did this meditation, blah, 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 blah is happening. Or now this and this is opening up. Now I'm more busy. So, you know, like things are changing. Or, oh, snap, I'm dealing with some serious emotional stuff that I didn't think I was going to have to deal with. So it's real, you know, but if you can get through it, the reward is so much greater. All right. Keshia Martin, subscribe. Love you. And I will see you again the next time. All right.